First thing we're going to do is we're going to take off those rough edges on a 240 grit file. Then we're going to push back our cuticles, making sure that we push them press back and get rid of all that excess cuticle that's made its way onto your nail. Doesn't look like I've took much off there, does it? No, but when you see this, like, okay, there was some there. So, and this is what, if you don't get rid of this, this is what causes lifting. So ensure that you do prep your nails correctly. Then we're going to take the 240 file, use my thumb and my pointer finger to pull that skin away from the side so that I can get that file right in the creases of the side wall. This is another way of preventing you from having lifting, is making sure that you take that natural shine all the way off the nail. You can see there I had a little bit of a shine and I've just got rid of it. Then we're going to do the free edge from side to middle, from side to middle. Don't do zigzag like I just done then. That was just me showing you the zigzag effect. Don't do that. Now that's all clean. Don't touch your thing, don't touch your thumb. You're going to clean it, make sure all the dust is gone. I'm just using a paper wax strip. These are better than lint-free wipes in my eyes, and they're cheaper. You get more for your money, and you just cut them up, and that's what I use. So I'm going to apply my tip, just making sure that that's fitting from sidewall to sidewall, and that it's the right size for my thumb. So I'm just showing you here that if you was to put this on your nail, that you have to buff the tip. You do it when it's on your nail, not how I've just done it. So I'm just going to apply my glue, get that to stick on. Make sure you push those side walls, the wings of the tip, and I'm just going to cut this to size. And now I'm just going to file over that tip, just the tip, nowhere else, just the tip area, because gel doesn't like shiny surfaces, so it won't stick correctly. So always have an etched tip if you're applying tips. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to clean again, make sure all that dust has gone. I'm going to apply my prep, which is my dehydrator. You can use acetone or prep and wipe. And then I'm just going to base coat the whole, that nail and the tip, and get it ready for application. Again, we're using natural pink. And we're just going to mould it into place where I want it, doing that area first, and then we'll come in again with another bead for the cuticle and the apex. You want to make sure is when you are applying it that you've got equal quantities on both sides. And then it won't throw off the look of the nail then if it's equal on both sides. We're keeping it nice and thin, and it's helping because we've got that tip underneath as well. So if you are struggling to do the whole smoothing out before you cure it, if you're using a gel form, then get yourself some tips, because it does help. So this is my bead for my cuticle area, making sure it's nice and neat and keeping it away from my skin, tucking it in around that area, bringing it down the side walls, and again going around the other side and doing exactly the same as what I've just done. Looks a bit lumpy bumpy, but that's fine. You know, I've said this before, a foil is amazing. It doesn't matter how lumpy bumpy it is, if you foil it, you will always get it how you want it to be. So now I've cured it, I'm going to go over it with some surgical spirits because it's got a tacky layer, and then we're going to foil. Now I used the wrong foil here. I should have used a 180 and I didn't. I used a 100, which wasn't good because it's too rough. Because flexigel is such it foils like butter, you don't need an aggressive foil. So 180 is fine, and I use 100, and I foiled my thumb as well, side of my thumb, because it was so rough. So we're going up the side walls, bringing them in, contouring them, making sure every time I'm filing as well that I'm looking from the sides, I'm looking down the barrel, because I want to make sure that it's equal on both sides, because if it's not, it will affect the overall look and it will make it look like it's crooked or bulky. So I know that my apex was quite a big apex, and my nails not long enough for a big apex. So this is just me going over my apex, taking it down a bit because it didn't need to be that high. So I do apologise if I go out of frame. And what you see I'm doing there, when I am going over that area, I'm rocking my foil from side to side as I'm filing back and forth. I'm just checking, making sure that that apex is the same height as the end of the tip. Now, myself, normally I would do all this using an e-foil, but I know that a lot of you ladies don't have an e-foil, and I wanted to show you that a hand foil can get it looking just as beautiful. So yeah, so that's why I thought I'd use the hand foil, because obviously a lot of you ladies are not trained. You're not trained into how to use an e-foil. I don't recommend that you use an e-foil if you haven't had no form of training, because they can be very, very dangerous in the wrong hands. So please ladies, stick to your hand foil or get some training. So I'm just going to clean under that nail. I'm almost done now, so I'm just going to apply my top coat, and yeah, I'm done. I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching, and I'll show you a side view at the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.